Hello. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Johnny, coming at you from my mom's basement here in Northern Virginia. I've been flip-flopping between coasts for the past couple of years now. But yeah, I'm just gonna be here probably at least for this next chapter of the pandemic, whatever that looks like. Just chilling. Yeah, and that's what this is here. This is what I'm starting. It's just a little podcast for me and a friend or two to just come together and chill. So yeah, thanks for checking out the episode. I just think that everybody has a different perspective and experience. We all go through different things very unique to ourselves. And so just to give a place to share and talk and, shoot the shit, as they say. Sorry, Mom. But yeah, thanks for checking out. Subscribe, all that stuff. Or don't. If you don't like it, I give you permission to do that too. It's up to you. It's your life. Do whatever you want. But yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for checking it out, and I hope you enjoy it. There's a couple more on the way. And yeah, we'll get into the episode. Peace.
Keep showing them guns. What show is he on again?
What's going on, yo? Welcome to the podcast. This is Johnny coming to you from my car.
Wait, is this going?
It's going, dude.
Oh, shoot.
We all packed up. Me and Andrew are going cross country.
Hey, everyone. I'm Andrew.
Today, I have my guest with me. We've been friends for just under a year now. We
Really?
go way back. Yeah, way back all the way to November of 2019.
Dude, you did your research.
I did. I know when we became friends. And, we've had a lot of good times since then. It's been real, man. I've had a lot of fun just doing random stuff with you and our friend group. And yeah, this is my guest today, Andrew Kim. Not the one from Torrance, not the one from the OC, not the one from Maryland or Virginia, not the New Jersey one, not the Flushing, New York one, not the Brooklyn one, not the San Fran one,
Okay,
not the Sacramento. Andrew Kim. Explain to us where you're from,
Wait,
Andrew.
do I look like an Andrew to you?
Honestly, I saw you for the first time and I was like, I don't like this guy. And I knew your name was Andrew.
Wait, because your name, Johnny Chay, kind of matches you and how you look.
You think?
Do you think Andrew Kim matches me?
I think so. I think you look like a bona fide Korean man.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I'm so not typical though.
I think your personality is very different, but I think that you as the way you look hella Korean.
Damn, that's messed up.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just being real with you.
Is it my buggy eyes?
Actually, honestly, I'm looking at them now. Yeah.
Dude, low-key, I'm insecure about my buggy eyes.
They're not that bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I've seen much worse.
You weren't always like this.
What were they before?
No, because my eyes are bad, so I used to squint a lot. I think as I squinted more, it shaped my cornea into a more buggy shape.
Yeah.
So it kind of comes out of my head a little bit. So I look more like a sloth or like Sid from Ice Age.
Have confirmed you are Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah, I'm basically sharing all my insecurities already. I also have toe thumbs. Okay, anyway.
Now you have to show the camera what that looks like.
All right, so my mom has regular thumbs, so this one's kind of regular. It's a little bit flat.
So you have one regular and one toe thumb.
Yeah, and then my dad has some messed up thumbs, and look at this.
Wow, that is very different.
Yep, this one looks like a toe.
I was not expecting that at all.
And it's just so ugly. It's like,
Yo, I didn't know that about you.
it's like, it looks clearly handicapped, Like, I hate it, but, what can I do?
It is what it is.
Yeah,
God made you this way.
thanks, Dad, for nothing. Just kidding.
Your dad's a musician.
I want to say he's a musician, but he loves music.
Okay. He plays guitar and sings.
He did. He led praise at his church, and I think when he was in high school, he wrote songs with his friends. And,
Yo, he's a musician, man. That's a musician.
I guess. But
Do you think your dad has written more songs or you?
he's probably written more. But if a song has only 3 chords, is it really a song?
That's every song, dude.
Okay.
Those are the best songs.
Okay, then he's written more than me.
Okay, all right, cool. I saw because I was looking on your Instagram and I saw that. Well, the reason why I wanted to do this in the car is because on your Instagram, you have many covers of you just playing. So you're not only singing in your car, but you have a full-on guitar with you in the car playing songs.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, perfect place. But also in the midst of those, there's a picture of your dad playing guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know who he's singing with. Do you know who that is?
No, who is it?
It's a Korean singer. He was the ish back in the day. His name is Yoo Seung-jun.
Yeah.
And he's the one who has the whole controversy with not going to military service.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
But he was like the biggest star at the time. And like, because he didn't want to waste or quote unquote waste time away in serving in the military, he had to leave the country and they kicked him out and he hasn't been able to return since.
Wow, that's crazy. Because in Korea, if you're born there, if you're a citizen, you have to, as a male, you have to serve it in the military.
Everyone. Unless you're like an Olympic gold medalist or like you have like special medical condition.
Yeah, even the biggest of the pop stars can't escape it.
They can't. And even like the Korean soccer team, not all of them are exempt. Like Son Heung-min, as great as he's the best Korean soccer. I don't know if you know who he is.
I do now.
But he's the greatest soccer player of all time. That's what everyone's saying. And he served in the military. And like, this is I don't know why we're talking about this, but
continue.
This is a knock on the Korean government. Like, why are we? Well, I understand why. We're still technically in war with North Korea.
Yes.
But like, to waste 2 years of potentially one of the greatest soccer players of all time just because he has to serve in the military, it seems like such a waste of time.
Do you think his physique deteriorates in that time?
Of course. It has to. Like, like military service, you're not just playing around. Like,
yeah, but you're exercising, you're getting in shape,
Yeah, but you're also wearing out those knees. And in those 2 years, he could have been making more records or like,
he needs that cartilage.
Yeah. And now he just wasted 2 years of his career. And like, I feel like that's so wasteful. But anyway, nothing against the Korean government. Please don't hunt me down. I am an American citizen, so I guess they can't really touch me here.
You don't want to talk about that because I didn't know you were American when I first met you.
What do you mean? I live in America.
No, so okay, all right. So we first met. Like, we'll like talk more about that. But when we first met, I was like, "Yo, this guy's a fob for sure."
Oh my goodness!
I was like, "This guy." It's totally like this fobby guy named Andrew Kim. Andrew's probably not even his real name. He's got some Korean name. And I was like, and I heard you, the moment you opened your mouth, I was like, this guy definitely immigrated at some point in his life.
I feel so disrespected.
I know, I understand now, right? Because we've actually had this conversation multiple times. But like I remember sitting, because we played music together and the first time we met, and like literally the second time we met, you were driving us like an hour away to the place we were playing at. And I remember asking you, like when did you come to, or like, where were you born here? And I was very shocked to find out you said, yes, you were born and raised. Where were you born and raised?
No, I'm actually born in Korea. I was born in Korea.
Okay, so that explains a little bit of it.
Yeah, but I came when I was 2. So was I really born there?
It does kind of explain a lot, honestly.
Yeah, I came when I was 2, but...
Can you?
Okay, I don't know what you're trying to get at.
I just want to know
my accent.
It is your accent. It is the way you have a little. I would say it's not an accent. It's like a little bit of an inflection.
Okay, look.
When you speak.
Okay, I feel a little offended right now because I have a medical condition.
It's not a medical condition, dude.
Look, I'll show you. My tongue.
What do you do? Wait, dude.
Okay, you can't see it in the camera, but it's attached at the very end of it. Okay, so I have a short tongue. I can't stick my tongue out that far. Also, I came when I was 2. I was raised in LA until like when I was in elementary school, so I hung out with a lot of Latinos and even Koreans. I had a lot of Korean friends, but they all also were surrounded by Latinos.
All right, so if you know anything about Los Angeles, like Koreatown, if you live here, it is literally all Korean people and
no, it's not
Hispanics.
Yeah, and Hispanics. Yeah. So that explains my accent. I have a short tongue. Again, it's a medical condition. I don't know why you're making fun of me.
It's not a condition, dude. It's just like your specific biology. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's like that's as far as I can stick it out. Like it sucks. Like when I eat ice cream, I have to be extra careful. That's why I usually get it in a cup with a spoon, not a cone, because I don't want to look like an idiot.
So it really does. Are you actually insecure about the way you eat ice cream? Like from a cone?
No, okay. Honestly, nobody watches me eat ice cream,
okay,
but
all right.
I feel insecure about it.
Was
okay?
that like a bit you just did? Was that like a little joke?
No.
Okay.
My tongue is actually it's actually really short, and like that's why I can't roll my R's.
Okay.
Like burrito, I can't do it. Burrito,
But you
I
can speak
can't do it.
Korean, and that they have like a little bit of like the rolled R in Korean.
Yeah, and I can't do it. But like I said, like that's why I have this accent. Plus, I'm Korean, so naturally I have an accent.
Sure.
But on top of that, I have a short tongue, and then I'm, I was raised in LA, K Town, so that's why I also have like / a Latino accent. So it's all mixed in one. That's the K Town accent in itself, right there. It's being Korean, and like kind of having like a Latino like undertone. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's me. That's how I sound.
So you are an immigrant.
I am an immigrant.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I guess you're right. I am a fob. Technically, I'm a fob.
Technically, on paper, you're a fob, and that just kind of realized itself in the course of your life.
Yeah, but I don't identify as a fob because fobs are like traditionally super like. Whoa, I'm about to say something offensive, but
Say it.
I can't say it.
Just say you went this far. You got to say the statement now.
No, like Korean fobs are like they're like super feminine and
Sure.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just fact.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but they're super
Yeah,
feminine.
look at BTS. They're beautiful.
They're super feminine and they dress a certain way. They have long hair and they always like groom themselves 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's not me at all. I don't identify as a fob.
You actually have good hair though.
I do. I have a lot of hair. I have luscious hair.
Yeah, and you dress pretty well on a day-to-day basis.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people would not agree with you.
You
but,
think so?
But I actually do think I dress really well.
What does your girlfriend say?
She doesn't like how I dress.
Really?
Yeah. She wishes I think she wants me to dress more like J. Crew style.
Yeah, like.
Dude, but that's not me at all. If you know me, that's not me at
totally,
all.
not at all. Yeah.
I'm a very like colorful. I can't even pronounce colorful person. I'm a very like I like to kind of stand out subtly. That's my thing.
Yeah. I just imagined you in like a blue plaid button down and like some slacks, and I don't like it. Man.
Yeah, that's not me.
I don't like
that's
it.
kind of me on or it used to be me on Sundays, and
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me just express myself. If you don't like my fashion, you can kick rocks. And Josephine, not you. You don't need to kick rocks. I appreciate
She's
your.
not gonna listen to this.
But she was gonna listen
I don't
to
think
this.
she'll listen to it.
You're right. She's not gonna listen to this. Just kidding. I don't want to be in the doghouse. Oh, sorry.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
I've only met you like 2 times, but I can tell you're a very good person, honestly.
Okay, hold on. You know what's funny is on my drive here, I don't know why, but I was thinking about fobs for some reason.
Okay.
And it's so funny you brought this up, and we're talking about fobs right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
And
What were you thinking?
like, I just hate fobs.
Oh my God, you can't. All right. Why?
Like,
Explain yourself.
I hate fobs in America.
Justify yourself.
Actually, is that really bad to say?
All right. Well, let me explain. Because when I first saw you and I thought you were fob, I didn't like you. Because historically, me and fobs don't get along very
Yeah,
well.
same.
But for me, it's because I literally cannot speak the language, like at all. I was born and raised in America.
Disgrace.
I know. It really is. I feel like when I hang out with Korean people, I do feel some shame. And especially when I go to Korean restaurants, and because I love Korean food still, because I was raised on
Don't tell
it.
me you get a fork instead of chopsticks, though.
No, it's not that far.
Okay.
I still get chopsticks, but I do make every effort to let them know I'm going to order in Korean.
Oh, no. Wait, so you do order in Korean?
Can I get the galbi and
Oh
the
my
bulgogi? And
goodness.
I'll get 3 bottles of soju and...
The only word out of the things you just said that sounded remotely Korean was soju.
Yeah, it's because it's a habit. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
and it's easy.
I'm an alcoholic. It's fine.
But you really said galbi right now.
Yeah, I did it for a joke. It was a bit.
No, might as well just order short rib.
Yeah, but I order in English every time I go to a Korean restaurant. And every time I'm with my friends and they just stare at me and then the woman leaves.
That's kind of upsetting.
I know. And that's why fobs don't like me.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't like fobs either. Okay, but let me tell you why I don't like fobs.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had this thought while I was driving here, but
Uh-huh.
I was like, dude, I hate fobs. I don't know why. But I think the biggest reason why is they try so hard. Like I reflect on my high school days and like they had like this expectation of people like respecting them or like treating them like, like if you're 1 year older, you have to treat them as they're young.
Yeah.
And it's like so outrageous to me.
I mean, that's the culture of Korea.
No, but that's so stupid.
I agree that it is not like the greatest social structure to have, but I mean, that's just the culture of our motherland.
Yeah, and that's the most, backwards thing is like respect is given, not earned in Korea. Like you
Yes.
automatically have respect
Absolutely.
because of your age. And I think that's so stupid. Now, I think there's like a base amount of respect everyone should have.
Yes.
Right? You can't just go around and call people ugly or whatever.
Yeah,
You gotta-
naturally, yeah.
You have to be respectful.
A decent human being.
Right.
Yeah.
But to expect someone to call you hyung or like to like bow before you or like I don't know, like kind of like nunchi by you because you're older and like let's say you guys are strangers.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. And I was thinking about the kids in high school who used to do that to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so upset. Like, why did I yield to them? And why did I like?
Because you did it. You bowed to some people.
I didn't like bow, but I kind of dug my head a little
Yeah.
bit. Like to show.
Classic.
And I regret that so much.
Yeah.
And like, Fobs try so hard. They try so hard to be so hard. Like they try to look so cool. They try to look so I don't know. Sorry for all the Fobs out there. You probably don't even understand what I'm saying because you don't even speak English.
You don't care about us.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
No, it's fine. I know what you're saying because, like, I mean, but you have to think about it in their perspective too, because they try to hold on to every bit of their culture that they can. But when they're in America, if they're not with Korean people, then they're just bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, and I mean, sorry, but that's what it is. Like you're in America and you're in the bottom. Like let's make some moves. Like stop trying to make America Korea.
Sure, do real work to get to the place you want to be as far as respect goes.
Yeah, and like if they can't carry on that mentality of like respect is given, not earned.
Yeah.
In America where respect is earned, not given, and that's going to get them in a lot of trouble and they're going to find out sooner or later. But I find it fascinating. Why are we talking about Fobs right now? Because you said you thought I was a Fob.
Yeah, because I thought you were Fob, and then you just brought up this whole topic of how you were thinking about Fobs on the way here.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm the complete opposite of a Fob.
Well, you know why? This is why we're friends, because we are just kind of on the same wavelength a lot, I feel like, with a lot of things.
But actually, Johnny, I think you're more Fob than I am.
Why? How could that be?
You love K-pop?
I love a K-pop group. I've literally until this year, I've never listened to K-pop.
Okay, you like Blackpink?
Yeah, I do.
And you say you like ITZY, so you lied.
Okay,
Say it. I'm a liar.
you're right.
Yeah, so that's 2 K-pop groups.
I also like Mamamoo.
Okay, that's 3. Then you're a Fob. You're more Fob than I am.
But you know how I know you're more Fob than I am? You speak the Korean language.
Okay, fine. Okay, but neither of us.
Can you admit defeat?
Neither of us are Fobs, okay?
Yeah.
But you have more of an attachment to Korean
Pop culture.
and soju than I do.
Yeah, but I would say that's a result of my friends. I know like 3 of my friends will listen to this and they would know it's their fault. I love you
Okay.
guys.
By the way, are there any breaks in this, or are we just going?
No, we're just
straight?
going. We're just going in, dude.
Okay, because I need to respond to a text real quick.
Okay.
So if you want to include a little ad, or you want to talk about something for a second,
All right, go ahead and go respond to your text.
Okay.
We'll cut it.
okay, you can cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, please cut it.
Today's episode has been sponsored by Alex Cho. Alex is an actor from Diamond Bar, California. He is the best drummer to come into LA from Diamond Bar, California. He is...
So?
Respond to your text, please.
Man.
All right. He has accomplished a much as an actor this year in 2020. I didn't get to say it in my interview with him, but I actually am very happy for him, and I think that his success should be celebrated by all of us. And I think we really want to see a guy like him succeed in this industry because he's standing up for all of us. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Can we talk about Alex?
Do you want to talk about Alex?
Dude, I hate that guy.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I love Alex.
No, you're lying. I know how you feel about Alex. Can you elaborate on that feeling?
Okay, if I'm being honest,
Yeah.
my first impression of Alex, this is before I met him. Like, this is just me looking from a distance.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him.
Explain. What about his physical characteristics do you not like?
Whoa, what do you mean physical character?
You just said at a glance you didn't like him.
No, like just from a distance.
Yeah,
like,
from a distance.
Not like it doesn't have to be a physical
All you
distance.
know about him is that he's far away and you can see him.
No, and I knew like he plays drums, and I knew what like church he goes to, but I don't know. It's like simply an energy thing, and I thought, this guy.
So you
doesn't-
believe in energies?
I believe in energy, but no chakras,
Okay.
except in Naruto.
Who's your favorite Naruto character?
Shikamaru.
Dude.
Okay, we just lost like the two people who were watching this.
No, it's fine. Going back to Alex.
Uh huh.
What about his energy was not vibing with you?
I honestly I don't know how to put it. I just didn't like, he's just one of those people. I just thought like, oh, I don't really like that guy, and I have no reason to back it up. I just did it, and like.
All right, and so we're gonna leave it at that. Alex, now you know how Andrew feels about you. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I love you, bro. Like, I don't understand.
But now Alex is one of my favorite people ever, and
What changed?
I mean now I just know him, and I know like.
What is one factor about Alex that you enjoy?
I mean, there's more than one for sure, but
Yeah.
like
No, just name one.
I think Alex is sensitive in a good way. In that like he's very considerate of other people,
I would agree to that.
and I think that's like one of his greatest strengths.
Yeah.
So he's sensitive to other people, like, oh, how would they feel?
Yeah.
And so he's never like pressuring people. He's always understanding of people,
Sure.
and yeah, I think that's one of his like greatest characteristics. I love, obviously playing music with him.
So he can sense other people's energies.
I think so.
Yeah.
And
Better than you can.
and he yields to people well.
Yeah, better than you can because you don't like yielding to Fobs.
Okay, besides Fobs, I think I'm pretty good at yielding to people.
Sure.
But
I think I've seen that in you.
yeah, but no Fobs.
Oh, not the Fobs.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I don't hate Fobs. I don't know why, but I was thinking about the high school kids
It's the culture.
who kind of bullied me. And they didn't bully me, but they like made me feel like I was lesser, and I don't know why it still sticks with me, and I obviously still have some scars. I don't know, like it could stem from I don't know, like my parents not showing me enough attention or something, but anyway, I don't hate Fobs. It's just those people in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the attitude that they have. It's not them themselves.
I hate that
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah.
But anyway, Alex is a very considerate person.
Indeed, he is very much.
And so all I had to do was get to know him. I definitely judged the book by its cover
Yeah.
there. And I'm sorry, Alex, but I love you now, so it's all good.
You know what I like about Alex?
What do you like about Alex? Nothing.
How did you know? That's a joke. Sorry. All right, we're going on very long about Alex. I have to say something. I have to say something good now because you just went off on Alex for 10 minutes of the podcast.
I just said he's sensitive, and you said nothing. Good job.
All right. I'm gonna say this though. I always rag on Alex for being like a bad drummer. I always give him crap about like not keeping tempo, but honestly, he is, I think, for sure at this point in my life, my favorite drummer to play with.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like out of all the drummers I play with, he's the most opinionated, like in a good way. I
You keep saying bad things about him
I was
and
about to
saying
say
in a good way.
No, but other drummers like that I've played with, shit, I gotta be careful because they know who's played with me.
It's
but
okay, they left through church.
yeah, whatever. But they would not really chime into like if I want to do arrangements a certain way.
Mhm.
But Alex will always, hey, what if we tried it like this?
Yeah, he always has an opinion.
And even if I'm like, dude, I think that's whack.
Yeah,
I'm so appreciative of those different, like input
sure.
that he that he does, and like, and a lot of times I think Alex, he has great input.
Yeah.
And he has like a feel for not only music but like cinema and like just like general artistic expression that a lot of his ideas are really good.
I would honestly agree with that. And I actually talked to Alex the other day, actually right before we hung out the other day. And he was saying how he feels like he speaks up a lot, but he's not heard
Oh shoot.
in those kind of contexts. Sorry, Alex, put you on blast
I
right
hear
now.
you, Alex.
Yeah, we hear you. But I think his opinions are always valid. And I think that maybe if he was a little, upon reflection, maybe if he was a little more assertive with it and like the first thing you said about him where he's like kind of like, more sensitive to people's feelings. I think sometimes to be a little bit less sensitive to their feelings and to be more assertive in your opinion. You know?
No, but
Yeah.
him being sensitive to other people, like in a good way, could very well be the reason why he feels heard or he doesn't feel heard, is because he's so considerate of other people's feelings and how they might feel. Maybe he might expect that same level of,
respect.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
And so maybe he doesn't feel heard. But Alex, I definitely hear you. You're my favorite drummer to play with.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry we talked about you for so long on this podcast.
Dude, he's loving it right now.
I guess so. I mean, I'm sure he is.
He's
Everyone follow Alexander Joe.
Alex.ander.joe. See, how would I know that if I didn't love this
Yeah,
guy?
you're right.
And, he is my favorite actor as well. Yeah, I said it. He's my favorite. He's not in any movies yet, but he's still my favorite actor.
You like him better than Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, easily.
Scarlett Johansson?
Easily.
Chris Evans?
Okay, Chris Evans is my favorite superhero, Captain America. But, dude, Alex is up there. He's up there for me.
I would agree. I really, again, I don't know. I just really want Alex to succeed because I think it would be...
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, he's worked hard at it, and I think...
No, real talk. Dude, we tell this to Alex all the time, but, I really feel like his breakthrough is coming soon. And I'm sure, like, for all actors, like, this is a thing. They're just waiting for that one moment to really, get them through. But Alex is going to come, keep working hard at it. And we tell you this all the time, but he's, like, one of the funniest people I know. Like, I think I could say that as well. Everyone who knows him will say the same thing about him. Alex could meet someone from, freaking Algeria, and he'll be like, that person from Algeria will be like, dude, Alex is one of the funniest people I know. So Alex definitely has, I don't know the word in English. Oh God, I'm gonna come off as a fob.
Dude, you are a fob, dude.
But he has the key. It's called key.
Can you explain the general sentiment of that? Because I don't even know.
It's like, it's not. Okay, the word doesn't mean talent, but Alex does have talent.
Yeah.
The word means like that special X factor. Like
the X factor.
Yeah, he has that key. Like he.
I'm gonna ask someone later for a definition of this word, and we'll leave it in the
Yeah, like
in the
he has
bottom.
like charm,
Yeah.
and like
I would say that. Yeah.
and it's like it's just a gem hidden to be found. Like it's just a matter of time to find it. But I have no question in my mind that once it is found, this guy's gonna blow up.
Do you think that you hate fobs because you see yourself in fobs? Because that was a very fobby moment just now.
I think that's true in all things that everyone hates.
Sure.
Everyone hates things because they subliminally or subconsciously see something about themselves in that thing.
I 100% agree with you.
Dang, we're agreeing a lot today.
Yeah, dude, we're on the same wavelength, always.
Yeah, I really believe that. I think you always hate something because somewhat you hate yourself.
Fact.
In
Bars.
in those things. I swear we're not high or anything.
That was very suspect. Anyways, so me and Andrew met about less than a year ago. So we've been friends for a very long time.
Since November.
11 months. But we met because you asked me to come and, not you actually. It was actually Alex. So good thing we brought him up earlier. It's called a callback.
Oh, yes.
Alex, you get asked a lot to play at a lot of church type events.
Mm-hmm.
And you always got to find a band, and I guess you don't have any friends, so Alex asked his friends. Is that correct?
That's not true.
Okay.
Well, the first part is not true that I don't have any friends.
Uh-huh.
But
I said a lot of friends.
No, but it is true that Alex did ask you. So yes.
So moving on. He asked me, and I was like, okay. And I was like, a lot of times I just do these things out of obligation to my friends. I mean, maybe because I like them, or just because I owe them something. But Alex, I genuinely trust, and I like. It's like, okay, I'll do it.
Well, best decision of your life.
I would say it's one of the better decisions of my past 12 months.
Okay, fine.
Of my life.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, past year.
Yeah, life is kind of too much. You could have made a lot of good decisions.
I feel like I've made a lot of good decisions, honestly.
Yeah, but
I agreed to do it, and yeah, that's how we kind of met and got going as friends. Because, again, I didn't like the idea of you. I didn't like that your name was Andrew. I didn't like that you were a fob.
Oh my gosh.
But because of the situation that we were in, we were going to be together for at least 4 days or so.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God we got to know each other and we actually get along. You're the first Andrew I really connected with. Honestly, I know that there might be an Andrew out there listening to this that I know, and I'm sorry, brother. I just
You don't even compare, bro.
Literally in my 8th grade, my arch enemy's name was Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
I despise this person. Not for any real reason at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like him.
It's kind of like how I felt about Alex.
Ooh. I get that.
Okay, it wasn't that strong of a feeling, but anyway, yeah. That's how we met.
That's how we met. We got to know each other.
Wait, 1 second. Dang, I totally forgot. I wanted to start this podcast just out the gate.
Yeah.
Saying this. Nick,
all right, hold on. Because I was about to jump to that too.
Nick, I'm sorry.
So the first time me and Andrew met, revisit the story I just told. We're gonna go play together at one of these church things. Okay. Alex asks his friends to come play. He needs 2 people. He needs an electric guitar player. He needs a bass player. I am the electric guitar player. There's a guy named...
Sure.
We'll call him Rick. You already said his name. We'll call him Nick. His name is Nick. Nick comes and plays at this show. Or, not a show, but more of
The retreat.
It's a retreat. Yeah, it's a church retreat. It's where people get away from the city to go and just learn about God and Jesus and the Bible. And... we play music there relating to those things. I'm saying it this way because I feel like someone might listen to this who's not a Christian or who doesn't relate to faith in any way.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of say it in the most vague way I can, accessible way.
Sure.
Anyways, we go and play this music and we're together for 4 days. Me and Andrew become good friends in this time period.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that Andrew and I connected because literally a week later, he invited me to his birthday party. And I was like, I didn't really know this guy that well. Yeah, we connected. We had some good times. We made some jokes. But you invited me to your birthday party, which is a big deal. And there was only maybe 20 people there. And I appreciated that. And I came and we had a good time. Our friends were there. Alex was there and our, group of friends that we play music with. And then I was like, did you invite Nick? Do you remember what you said?
Okay, first of all,
no. Wait, can you just answer the question?
Nick, I'm so sorry.
Can you just answer the question? Do you remember what you said?
No, I'm not going to say what I said. You know how bad I feel?
But the thing is, based on what you said, I feel like you don't feel that bad.
Okay, I just genuinely didn't know who you talk about. I said, who's Nick? My bad. I know a lot of...
We all spent the same amount of time together. Me, Nick, and Andrew. And
okay, but granted, me and him didn't get as close.
Sure.
So,
and Nick is a little different, a couple year different age bracket than us. Me and you are a year apart, basically.
Yeah.
Year and a half. And Nick, you said this afterwards. You felt bad, and I think you genuinely felt bad in the moment. But briefly after, you were like, "Oh, but Nick knows."
What does he know? When did I say that?
You said that right after.
What do you know what I meant by that? Because I don't know what I meant by that.
I know what you meant by that, and I think we all knew what you meant by that.
Oh, Nick knows that we're not gonna really have a future together.
That's exactly what you said then too.
Oh really? Oh yeah, I mean that was my thought process thing. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is recorded, and he might watch this.
I think there's a 10% chance he'll watch this.
Okay, but anyway, nothing against Nick. I think Nick's a great guy.
He was a really nice guy.
Dude, he's super nice.
Played well at the retreat.
Yeah, and I think he had a good time. I had a good time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for some reason, me and Johnny are closer in age, and I don't know, we talked more.
That's a fair point.
And we had I don't know, just a closer time than me and Nick did. And so, I felt like down the line, and I know Johnny's an aspiring musician too, so I knew that down the line our paths will cross again. So, I'm inviting people to my birthday thing, and then there's a group of friends that I always play music with, or go to retreats with. And I was like, you know what, Johnny's probably gonna come to more retreats with me. Let me just add him to the invite list. And also, I'm not trying to justify why I didn't invite Nick, but Johnny's from out of state, kind of, and he's been here for a little bit. So I was like, like I don't know how many groups of friends he has in LA, but I wanted to maybe just reach out to be another friend for him.
And I honestly, sincerely appreciate it. Sorry, Nick. We'll move past that now, but I I do appreciate that gesture, and I think that it was cool that we did connect in that way, and that our friend group, I know we all have different friend groups, but this specific friend group, it was, because I actually talked about this in the podcast I did with Alex.
You guys talked about Nick?
No. You're the only one that hates Nick, dude. No one else hates Nick. It's just you.
Okay. Let me just clarify really quick. I have nothing against Nick. I love Nick. I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like a. I think to put it most simply is that I didn't see like our paths crossing again, and it was just like a realistic.
And
thing.
our friend who's a bass player in our friend group, he's actually like really legit. Not that Nick was bad, but this guy.
Oh yeah.
Henry is really sick at bass. He's probably the most talented. I would say Henry is the most talented guy in our group.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at that retreat, like usually our usual friend group plays at retreats, but Henry couldn't go and Eric couldn't go. So I needed an electric player, Johnny. But the thing is, you can have two electrics on a team. You can't have two bass players on a team.
Fact.
So I knew that the next retreats, like Henry's gonna play, and I can't. Really...
I think Alex would beg to differ. We've had this conversation many times that you can't have two bass players. But anyways, irrelevant.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Alex, I don't hear you on that one. But anyway, yeah, that's ultimately what I thought. Like Johnny kind of plays more of a lead style guitar. Sure. And Eric kind of is more like a filler. He kind of plays more rhythm and like more like ambiance kind of style.
Totally.
So I thought they can play together, which we did in the next month.
Next month, yeah, we did play a lot.
And it worked. So yeah, that's the thought process. And Nick, I'm sorry I didn't invite you, but I'm glad that we got to play one retreat together. Maybe we'll play another one down the future. Who knows? But
Nick, I just got to be real with you. It's because you said "Waiting on the World to Change" is your favorite song by John Mayer.
That's what I was gonna get to next. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I booed when you said your favorite John Mayer song was "Waiting on the World to Change."
So all of our friends love John Mayer. And so Andrew was going around asking what your top 3 John Mayer songs are, and we all have like very different answers. It doesn't matter, but he asked Nick, and Nick off the bat was like, I like "Waiting on the World to Change," and Alex instantly. I
instantly boo, as he was saying it, and I don't know why.
Can I get it one more time?
No,
just one more.
No, how many times I replay this in my head and I regret it. And you guys bring it up, like still to this day when we hang out, boo is a thing,
Because you say it too.
Okay, but anyway, I booed him. It was a complete joke, but like because of the reaction of everyone else, like it kind of felt real.
Yeah, because we were like, yo, that was really mean, dude. You just met this guy. Like we're not even really friends yet.
Nick, I'm sorry. You're right. "Waiting on the World to Change" is a great song.
Objectively, it has sold one of the top out of John Mayer's
how
catalog.
Relevant today? Like we're really waiting on the world to change right now.
Please.
And if anything, Johnny's top 3 list was way worse than yours. I should have booed him, but I didn't, and I regret that.
I like the back catalog of John Mayer's music. I think that it's underrated. I'm sorry.
Boo.
There you go. There it is. There it is, y'all.
All right. Anyway, Nick, I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. I heard you're making bank anyway, working in like the computer industry.
You're just like going in on this guy now.
No,
I'm sorry we talked about this for so long. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say earlier.
You said, wait, let's talk about Henry real quick.
Okay, yeah. You want to talk about Henry?
You said Henry's the most talented person or player in our group.
Yeah, I think he is. I've never played with a bass player like him before.
That's true.
Ever in my life.
Do you think he's the most talented player or
bass player? Yeah, I think he might be. I think that's fair to say. I've never met anyone that plays like Henry.
Yeah.
And maybe that's because I just don't go out of my way to meet bass players. But I have been in situations where I just play with random bass players, and it's always like okay, and it always accomplishes the task at hand. But Henry is always above and beyond.
Of course.
He produces great music too. And so yeah, he's probably the most talented bass player I know. But before that, I was saying that I was talking to Alex about like and like you bringing me into this friend group is
Yeah.
like I moved to LA and I made a lot of friends at my church and stuff,
Mhm.
and everyone's kind of older. And I was really grateful because like I've been in LA for like 4 years now, and honestly, our friend group is the only friend group I have with
The
like,
church friend group? Or our
friend group, our
okay,
friend group, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like I have producer friends, I got musician friends, and I got like
Sure.
church friends. But this is like a whole nother friend group, and this is really the only one I have with like friends that are like within a 1-2 year range of.
But they're all older.
No, I'm talking about us.
No, but your church group.
Yeah,
friends
yeah, they're all older. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had a hard time relating with them.
Yeah, in
kinda.
some ways, I was telling Alex, like, yeah, just like moving to LA as a, early 20s at the time, like just grinding as a musician. It's like you're always broke. But I kind of felt like a lot of us were in the same life stage and like still figuring out our lives. Yeah, you got another text you got to respond to? It's fine. You can get
it's
it.
Fast.
No, I got you. Go, keep
done.
going.
I'm done.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't know. What's the conclusion that you're trying to make?
Oh, I'm just saying I'm grateful, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I posted on Facebook today. I posted a video today. I say I was thankful for these guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
Are we
okay.
Facebook? We are Facebook.
We are
friends.
Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Unless you unfriended me.
No. But that's one thing I was thinking of talking about today was, okay, and this is a topic that I talk about with my friends as well, but
Mm.
like friendship, right? Like
Yeah.
what is friendship and what is real friendship? And, you and I both, I think we're kind of in the same life stage, mid-20s, kind of figuring out what we're going to do.
Totally.
I mean, you know what you want to do,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of like hard to get it stable, right?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's been a work in progress.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, same thing. Like, I'm trying to figure my life out. And
Totally.
dude, like, people always envy, like, oh man, if I was 20 something again.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think 20s are the hardest part of your life.
Okay.
Like, I think 20s, there are no certainties.
I would have totally agree with that. Yeah.
There are no certainties. 20s is so hard. You're expected at such a young age to figure everything out.
I
you
agree.
know?
Yeah.
And that's why I remember I was like, I envy the 30s guys in our group.
Yeah, I feel like I may have said that too. Like, because I always think about one day I'm going to wake up and be 30 and the problems I have right now will not exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, it's so sucky that like you have to spend like your prime,
Yeah.
quote unquote prime,
Sure.
struggling so much,
Yeah. Our youth, it dies in this time.
Yeah, and like that seems so wasteful. But anyway, friendship. Like, I was thinking on my way here, like, I'm gonna be really honest.
Okay.
Like, Johnny, is he a good friend of mine?
Yeah.
And I was like, instantaneous. I was like, yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Dang, I'm honored.
Um,
Thanks, man.
but like, if I put it like on paper, like, I haven't known you that long,
Yeah.
and to be honest, we haven't spent that much
Yeah,
time
our
together.
FaceTime is kind of limited.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We've only like played retreats together. I mean, granted, we spent a lot of time during those times,
Yeah.
during the retreats.
Totally.
But like outside of retreats, we hang out maybe once every couple months.
Totally. Especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, and then the pandemic hit, and like we can rarely see each other.
Yeah.
I mean, we were maybe chatting with each other couple times here and there. We respond to each other's DMs. But I don't know why I still get like, so on paper, like I don't feel like it would qualify as a close friendship.
Yeah. I would say so. I would agree with that.
But for some reason, like I feel like if someone were to ask me, is Johnny a close friend of yours? I'm like, yeah, he is. And so,
Touched.
like that really made me question, like, what does it mean to be like a close friend? Like, and
Yeah.
what are the ingredients to making a good friendship? And like Josephine, my girlfriend, she dogs on me for all the time because we talk about like marriage and stuff, and we talk about who we would invite to our wedding.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm like, would you invite this person? Would you invite that person? And she's
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
And then she asked me to say, would you invite this one? I'm like, yeah, I want to invite him.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, it's kind of hard for me to like cross people off.
I understand that, yeah.
And so she's like, always like, what? Why would you invite him or her? Like, you're not even that close to him. I'm like, what do you mean? I am close to that person.
Was she talking about Nick? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry. Last time we'll say that name in this podcast.
shoot.
Anyways. Yeah.
But I don't know. Then I started to think, reflect upon my own like friendships and relationships, and do I maybe just like too easily think I'm close to people?
Mhm.
Are my what is it called? Like my requirements to be close friends or good friends too low.
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel like my requirements and Josephine's requirements are worlds apart.
Sure.
For her relationships, like her close friends, she doesn't have many, but she has very strong relationships with the few that she has.
Okay.
And, she puts in a lot of effort to those relationships. And in return, that friend also reciprocates the same amount of time and effort. And so I can see why they consider each other close friends.
Yeah.
Whereas I think from a guy's perspective, and maybe just me personally,
Mhm.
I don't know if like for me, I don't need to put in so much effort per se, or like I don't need to see someone so many times for me to think of him as like a good friend of mine. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And so I thought about that a lot, and maybe it's like I'm not sure what the answer is, but like what do you think? What do you think is
I was just thinking about while you were saying that, I was like, do you think it's a guy versus girl thing? And you kind of said that just now, but because I also I've seen that in my friends who've gotten married. Even talking to them, sometimes one of my friends, he was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna invite these people, and then these people are on the B list, and I was like, that person made the B list. Like, surprised that like even like people I would say that we're not close friends with, and like I've never seen them in, like close to that person, but they're like, oh yeah, I kind of want to have them there. But also I guess like, yeah, I think that might be just kind of a different perception of what friendship is for guys and girls, maybe.
And I think like in our age right now, like in the 20s that we are in, like what is it called? Like I think I forget the word, but recency.
Okay.
Recency is really important.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think it gets more important as you get older.
Yeah.
You might have had a best friend for 12 years when you were in elementary through high school, but in your 20s, if you don't talk to that person, like, is he still a close friend?
I just had that thought recently with talking to some of my friends, because I have a friend, I don't know if he's going to listen to this, but I have a friend who I kind of grew up with from like middle school to high school.
Right.
And then we went to different colleges, and then eventually our lives took very different turns as far as like what we're going to do, our careers, our kind of friends, like even our interests, like so I never got into like Game of Thrones or like MMA or like a lot of these things that people get into in college, at least dudes.
Loser.
Yeah, that's me.
No, I was talking about you, yeah.
That's even worse. Yeah. So anyways, but I was just like, I was thinking about that, and like, I mean, part of me is like, it's just kind of naturally, we just kind of drifted away, but then part of me is like, I could have done better on my part to be a better friend to that person. But also, yeah, I just can kind of like, also just blame it on the times, lives are busy. I moved to LA, and like it's just life. And so like the people, yeah, I see more often in this current season at least. Yeah, I would consider that a big factor
For sure.
And I think like we talk about that. I think because people always ask me like, at least like my friends are like, who would be in your like groomsmen party. And I'm like, because I don't really know. Because I mean, I have a lot of like good friends from different circles.
Right.
But I definitely do have friends that in this season have been my friend.
For sure.
Like closer. And so I think I always like respond to that question. Like if it was today, right, I would do it. Because I don't know what it's going to look like by the time I get married, right? Whenever that is.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a decent point.
Yeah. I mean, I think also like I think like what makes you have a lot of friends, but there are like special friends.
Totally.
And those special friends are the friends who can traverse the lack of FaceTime or like it doesn't those special friends, that relationship you have with them doesn't require as much effort.
100%.
It's effortless.
Yeah.
And like I can think of people on the top of my head right now, like for example, like my small group leader, like I don't know if I would call him like my friend, but he's like, we kind of have like an older brother relationship.
Yeah, he's an important person in your life.
But I cannot see him for the next 5 years, and I'll come back, and I know our relationship will be the same.
Yeah.
And like, that's a special relationship right there.
Sure.
But I don't know, people, I'm sure whoever is listening to this, you guys have people who like you have to put so much effort into the relationship. Maybe you guys are just not really compatible as friends. And like, yeah, I mean, there's so many things like compatibility, recency, effort, just FaceTime, like all of those things factor into a friendship. But I think like those special ones, like you don't have to have all of those. I don't know. Like I think it still works somehow.
I think so, and I think that well, yeah, I agree with you. I think that's
so all that to say,
yeah,
though we have not spent a lot of time together,
sure,
though we have not known each other for too long, and now you're leaving again.
I'm sorry, man.
But I know, like, I think this is like a special relationship, and it could probably be more special if we had spent more time together.
Totally.
But it's easy. Like, this relationship is easy.
Yeah.
Meaning we probably are very compatible people.
Mm.
And so I think that's why we don't need to put in so much effort.
Yeah, that's what I was saying from the beginning of this, man. Like, we're just on the same
yeah, we're
page,
on the same
dude,
wavelength. And like, we're just like, yeah, we mesh well together probably. And like, just like put it simply, like we like each other. Pause. And like ultimately that's why it works in my opinion.
Yeah.
And those are the people you need to look for in your life, and those are the people worth hanging on to. But yeah, I don't know, I was just thinking a lot about friendship, and I was like, dude, why am I driving over to Johnny's right now?
I know. I was almost like, is this guy gonna do it? Is he gonna think of weird? Because I asked you yesterday. I was like, hey, you got time? Because I know you're a busy guy, and I appreciate you coming out here. You got a lot going on in your life right now, a lot on the table.
Yes.
And so I was like, man, I don't know if Andrew's gonna want to do this. It's kind of a weird thing because too, it's like a podcast that I've never people don't know me as a podcasting guy. So I was like, I don't know if Andrew's gonna be cool with this. I don't know, and I wanted to respect your time.
And we can't even talk right now. But
the fob.
That's so fob of me.
Yeah.
But that speaks volumes. I am very busy right now. I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
I know.
And even though you asked me, I was honestly gonna ask you, should we record before you leave?
That's amazing.
I swear I was gonna ask you that.
That's amazing, dude.
And so, dude, we were on the same wavelength on that too. But I wanted to do this, and I was very interested in doing this too. And I know, Johnny's leaving tomorrow, by the way. That's why I went in his car.
That's why I went in his car, and it's like a tarped up back here. Everything is packed up.
He's driving back to Virginia.
Yeah, I'm leaving for the third time.
Country road.
That's West Virginia, but it's close enough, I guess. Yeah.
Anyway, he's leaving. I don't know. He'll probably be back soon.
I'll be back soon enough, honestly. Yeah. At this point, I would consider myself truly bi-coastal. But anyways, go on.
But anyway, yeah, that's why. Like, if I didn't care, if I didn't want to, I really would have found some excuse not to come. I'm like, sorry, I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
And honestly, I wouldn't have blamed you for that.
Yeah. But honestly, I wanted to, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, thanks, man. I was thinking about, like, there was one time right before coronavirus hit, you asked me to come over because I think you were having like a rough day or something. I think you just wanted to simp out, and
I came to you.
Yeah, you texted me. It's like, you free tonight? And I think I was just like in a weird place that day. I was just like,
oh shit, you gave me a fake excuse.
No, I mean, I really was like, I think I told you straight up. I was just like, I'm kind of tired, dude, honestly. Because you were like, I'm not gonna be free till like 10 or 11 or something. I was like, but I was thinking about that day, and I was like, I look back, I was like, damn, I should just let Andrew come over, because like,
now I'm depressed. Thanks.
Here we are, recording a podcast in my car.
I'm just kidding. Depression's not a joke, people.
It's not.
But I'm depressed. But anyway, go ahead. So you regret?
I don't know what to say after that.
So you regret?
No, I was just like, I was gonna say like, I do regret, like, because like you are a friend that I would consider like to be like a guy that like, hit me up anytime and be like, let's chill, and like if you need me there, I'll be there, and like if you want to go get a drink under regular circumstances, I'll be down. Something like that. And so like that day I was like, man, I should have been there for Andrew. That was like my biggest regret so far in our friendship.
That's so funny. I don't even think about that, but
I know, but it's like, I just think that like that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, and again, it's like not a big deal. It's just like one thing in like the scheme of things. You didn't invite me to the time that you guys. So we have a chat group of.
I knew this was coming.
I I could not say it, dude. We have a chat group of like 7 people, you and I included, and 5 other guys. And so there's one other guy in there who's married. He's got a career and he's a little busier. So I understand if like he can't make it to things. And like, love the guy, very wholesome dude, Eric. But anyways, the other 6 of us, especially during the pandemic, we're all just kind of chilling. We're not doing anything. And one day I see Randy is with Alex on Instagram.
Oh no.
And I see them together, and I see them at the coffee shop that you work at, and it's after hours. It's after time. So obviously at least you 3 are hanging out. I know that so far. And I just send Randy a text, and I'm like, yo, FOMO. And all he does is send me a heart emoji, and I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
Yikes.
3 days later,
Oh no.
I see a video. Granted, and like, look at the, like, we're friends because we play music together. That's like the basis of our friendship. And like 3 days later, after that conversation with Randy, I see a video of all of a chat group at your coffee shop recording music. As you guys did a cover, and it was literally everyone in our chat group,
Okay.
except, hey, who wasn't there? Except
Who, Eric? Except you?
except for me.
Yeah. We know that.
And so I'm still in recovery from that day.
Johnny, let me tell you, whoever's watching this has probably already seen our How Deep Is Your Love video, so they know you're not in there already. Dang, my bad.
Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I saw it, and you guys did like this cover, and it looked great. It sounded great, and the worst part about the whole situation is that it was really good. I was really sad about it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so good, and I'm not there.
I don't mean to, keep stabbing you, but
It's
it was
okay.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like really proud of that
Yeah.
one.
I think you guys did a good job.
Thank you.
I'm being genuine.
Yeah.
That's not a joke. I think you guys did a really great job.
Okay, but Johnny, honestly, I did feel really bad after, and I don't know why I keep doing this to people. I did it to Nick, and I guess I kind of did it to you here.
Yeah.
I
I texted Nick that day. I was like, yo, let's start a band.
oh my gosh,
And we're just going to cover Waiting on the World to Change.
just one song,
Just one
Yeah.
song.
You guys only go around doing that
Just
song.
one time.
You guys go around the world playing "Waiting on the World" to
Yes,
change,
because that's the message that we need right
and then you come to LA and get booed by me. But anyway, I got asked to do a show. Oh, not a show.
Yeah.
This car pulled up.
I know. It's our neighbor. It's fine. Just ignore them.
No, I kind of lost my train of thought.
Just ignore them.
But then, okay. I got asked to do a performance for a cafe night.
Yeah.
And this was all virtual because it's Corona times.
Okay.
So typically, honestly, when I'm kind of asked to do these kind of things, like my kind of go-to guy is like Randy.
Yeah.
Randy and I like talk a lot, and like we always talk about music and stuff.
Yeah.
So I asked Randy, let's do something together. And then I asked Omi. Me and Omi, we sing a lot together. So I just thought piano, 2 vocals make sense.
I was going to say, I don't like where this is going, but continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we're deciding what song to choose.
Yeah.
And then we came with How Deep Is Your Love? Not Calvin Harris.
Cue the clip. It's going to play. Continue.
Not Calvin Harris, but the PJ Morton song. And,
Yeah.
and we love that song. But I was thinking, dude, like it'd be like out of our group, Henry kind of fits that style the most, right?
Sure.
It's like that R&B, like,
Because he's just good at everything.
of course, that's
Yeah.
true. Henry could fit anything.
Yeah.
But I was like, dude, maybe I should get Henry on this because, like, to kind of accompany us. And then I think someone brought up the idea, like, what about, like, rhythm? Like a shaker would be nice. So, then I called Alex. And, of course, Alex was there in a jiffy. And then, I don't know, for some reason, in my head, I didn't really see a part for guitar there.
Did you not see a part for a guitar, or did you not see a part for your friend, Johnny, who lives literally 3 blocks away from your coffee shop?
That's true.
I literally walk by your coffee shop all the time. It's so close to my house.
But I appreciate you, just tackling this the situation head on instead of being a very like sulking about it.
It's the only way I can.
Yeah. Because then it would be awkward, you know.
Yeah.
But because like you joke around about it, like I'm okay with it.
You know, I actually didn't want to talk about it at first. When like the first time I saw you guys after that, I was like, all right, it is what it is. We're gonna hang out again, and it's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, I genuinely feel bad.
And then we were carpooling that day. We were hanging out that day.
Yes.
And we were driving down.
I remember.
To the OC, and you were just like, so elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So you chose to address it. You felt bad.
I did.
You did feel bad.
But you know, like a part of me, for some reason, like I know, like you really want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I knew like you'd be okay. Like okay, as in like you're not gonna hate us.
I just feel like you're taking advantage of me now. Like that is my personality to just see it and be like, it is what it is, and just
whatever.
move on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you do a bunch of things without me too. But anyway,
I've done nothing without you in the past 9 months.
Okay. But anyway, I do feel bad.
It's okay. It is what it is.
I like genuinely, I just didn't know how a guitar could fit in there. Also, it was already 5 people. I was like, dude, like people might see this video and be like, oh my god, they're not socially distancing.
You know what? That's a fair point because it was at the peak of like kind of the scare, the COVID scare.
Yeah, and like I was debating like singing with my mask on too. Like, and that's why I went with the half, like just under my chin one.
But you know, that situation also made me more sad because like I hadn't seen anyone in like 3 months.
I know, I'm sorry.
I was just, dude.
I know, I'm sorry. But if you guys haven't seen How Deep Is Your Love cover, go check it out.
It's really good.
It's on my Instagram. It's also on
okay.
YouTube.
You guys made it up to me because I told you guys I was leaving like last week, and I've seen you guys like 4 times since then. In that time, we did like a little video together.
Yeah, so we did another one last week.
Like 3 days ago.
A cover of Weak by SWV. It's actually really good.
Cue
way
the
more
clip.
chill, way like less official. But I think it's cooler that way. And Johnny is actually a part of it now. So
I'm an honorary part of the band.
yeah.
And then you texted the group today, like now that I'm gone.
We're gonna do more. Like honestly, I'm really sorry, but I think we're gonna do more.
Yeah, I think you should, and it is what it is. I'll be sad, but it's fine.
You could send your clip in the.
No, I don't want to do that.
Why not?
I thought you guys would wait for me, honestly, to come back.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will. We'll see.
All right.
You know, these things come in spurts. Like, I don't know. It really takes like one. And this is, I think Alex for it, but like it really takes like one. And Alex and Randy, to be honest, like they're the most like kind of like pushing it, and like really, they're the ones who make it get done.
Sure.
Me, I'm just like a visionary, like, hey, let's do this. I
Yeah.
don't know, but they really like get it done, and so
Yeah, it is what it is.
if Alex and Randy kind of push it, the next one, you know, it could be tomorrow, it could be 3 months down the line.
When are you gonna put out music, man? When are you gonna finish your songs and like? Because you've showed me some songs so far that you've done. You've started.
It's garbage.
No, it's really good. Should I include it in this podcast?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
And then you have a file.
I do have
too.
the file. You sent me. You airdropped me the file. So.
Oh gosh.
But no, it's really good. I think you should finish them, man. I think you should put some music out. I think that you could have some kind of bigger career in music than you have at the moment.
So you know Coldplay, right? Because it's inside joke.
It's always Coldplay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, okay, like in college, I did this little project called Free Refills. It's like you just buy a piece of garbage for $12, and then you support me.
You sold it for $12?
Yeah, $12.
I've never sold any music in my life for $12.
Okay, well, it's for missions. Okay, well, people are trying to
That's
support
unbelievable.
missions.
But continue.
And it only has 6 tracks on it, so
That's even more like mind blowing.
I
Like,
really rip people off.
yeah,
there.
that's trash, dude.
But you know, it's crazy. Some people pay like $20 for it, and $25.
Do you think Jesus would be happy with this?
Well, yeah, I put it all to missions, and like I'm putting it out there like for public
All right,
knowledge.
continue. All right, go on about the
I made like 7 something out of that, $700 something. A lot of people like they bought it, but they also donated a lot of money.
Yeah.
And this was again for a mission trip that I was going on. But that was kind of like my first big like music project or whatever. Super amateur, honestly, super garbage.
kind of good.
That's honestly how like this group even really started. Is like me, Randy, and Naomi. We worked on this project a lot together, and that's kind of like the beginning of like our music collaboration.
Yeah.
But because of free refills, like it really like I don't know. It's so stupid. Like it's such a silly like amateur project, but it means so much to me.
I understand that because I have put out, the things I've done when I was like 18, 19, those things still kind of stick with me. And like, I was like, that kind of got the ball rolling for everything I do now.
Yeah. You know, like anybody who works for like, I don't know, like a music industry person, like can listen to it and they'll literally throw it out the car like right like in a second.
Sure.
But to me, it's like so meaningful. I spent so much time on it and I know nothing about producing or, like all that music.
Yeah, and I get
stuff.
that. And that's why I'm like, you should just do more music now. Now that you have people around you that kind of know better and like you know better. Yeah.
But then I feel like after that, right, like I realized how amateur and bad it was and like I don't know, really self-conscious about my own musical talent and skill. And like I feel like the deeper you go into music, like that deeper the insecurity gets and it just feels more and more like I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, I thank a lot of people in my life who continue to push me to try to do music. But dude, honestly, the biggest struggle for me is like I just don't feel like I'm good enough.
That's all of us, man.
I know, and like I see guys like for example like Henry. Like Henry is like talented out of this world. He could play. Honestly, I really think he could play on any stage.
Sure. I agree.
And he definitely has a talent for it. But even Henry is like not big yet.
He's grinding.
He's going to be. And like I see like dude, he's like 500 levels ahead of me in terms of talent. Like, how am I?
I mean, you guys do different things though. He's a bass player.
No, for sure.
Like, the thing I've learned about like the music industry, if I can just chime in and say something about it, is like it's not about like the full level of talent or skill you have. It's about knowing what you got and using it.
Agreed.
Yeah, and so I think that like you have enough talent, and like you can use that, knowing your strengths. And maybe leaning on other people for your weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But continue.
But anyway, yeah, like seeing guys like Henry and other people that I know who are extremely talented, like they're not like big yet. I know, again, they will get, like, you guys better check out Henry because that fool is so talented.
Just slaps the bass,
dude,
man.
He's a god at the bass. But anyway, and like I get so insecure then, I'm like, dude, I can't do half of that. I can't do 2% of that. But I mean, like what Johnny said, I need to constantly remind myself that like music is all about connection. It's not about how like great you can play.
Totally.
And like if I can put out something there that somebody can relate to, or like can connect with my music, then I guess then there is a space for someone like me. But I'm sure this for you're going through it now, but like it's just hard to be to make a living off of it and like.
It is indeed. It's a grind.
To like really be stable. I'm trying to get married. I have bills to pay. I got family to take care of. Like, what's funny? Okay, damn.
Just go.
No, I'm so scared my sister might see this. Whatever. Okay, Tyler, if you're watching right now, just turn it off. Just skip like the next 5 minutes. But it was my sister's birthday the other day.
Yeah.
And we went out to dinner.
Older sister?
No, my younger sister.
Younger sister, okay.
Yeah, she's a lot younger, like 5 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
She has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I met him before, and I don't really talk to him, but I knew he was going into nursing, as do all Filipinos.
Wow, that was a broad generalization.
Hey, it's true. Show me one Filipino.
Yo, you hate the Fobs, especially the Filipinos.
Yeah, if they don't have... Tell me your Filipino friends don't have scrubs on.
All right, okay,
anyway,
okay.
But yeah, I asked him, and he said he was going to go into nursing. Down the line, it's my sister's birthday again, and we have dinner again. And I'm like, oh, hey, man, like, how's the nursing thing going? Like, are you in school? And he says, oh, you know what? Like, I actually changed my mind. I'm going to pursue music. And then that hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like,
wow, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Like, for some reason, because it's my sister's boyfriend, I was like, are you crazy?
Sure, yeah.
And then I realized what I might sound like to Josephine's parents. Like, if I say, like...
Yeah.
Oh, like if Josephine going to her parents, be like, oh, Andrew's gonna pursue music. As a brother of my sister, I felt super, like it wasn't, it didn't give me any comfort.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't imagine what Josephine's parents would feel like if I were to say like I'm pursuing music
Totally.
full on. And I'm not trying to scare you because I know you're pursuing music.
Yeah.
And,
No, I mean, I understand it entirely. Yeah.
yeah, and like that in itself, like that's something you really have to commit to. And like if you want to do music, you have to really commit to it. And honestly, I'm scared to commit to it because of my insecurities of how talented I am. If I had the talent of Henry Sim, I would proudly do it.
You know, you got 3 things going for you.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good voice. You
Can't even name the other two.
no. You can write decent songs, and you're tall and generally good looking. But I will say you are Korean, and that's gonna set you back a little bit.
That's true. That's
It's the truth of it. But that just means you got to work harder, man, and you got to really capitalize on the things you got going for you.
true. Yeah. So as of right now, I don't know if like I want to do music like as my main thing.
And I don't think that you need to,
Right,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, but I think that like you do have the talent to continue to do it in some, at least in some, not even like as a hobby, but as like a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing to me is I just need an outlet of musical expression
Totally.
or artistic expression. And like honestly, if I can put out another project or like I don't know, like create an album or write some songs, I think I'll be okay with that. And like I don't need to like make a living off of it, but I think just to put stuff out there and like you know, honestly like positive feedback feels so good. You know, when people say like, dude, I really love your voice or I really like your song, like it really, you know, I don't know, it makes me feel really good. So
Can I tell you something? You made $700 something off of that. I will tell you that is.
people are stupid.
I mean, that might be true too, but like, I have no shame in saying that was more money that I got paid in royalties for 2019.
Dang.
So.
What about from selling drugs? What? But
Sorry,
really-
Mom. I'm just kidding.
That's why he's moving back right
That's
now.
why I gotta leave.
Yeah.
That's why I dip out of here.
This isn't furniture. This is all drugs
The
back here.
5-0 is on me, man.
So Walter White over here.
I mean, you're my Jesse, so.
Jesse. That's the whole show. That's the whole last season. Jesse.
Can I tell you something?
But,
I've never watched Breaking Bad.
oh my goodness. You're such a phony.
Yo, I got music to make, bro.
There's really good music in Breaking Bad, by the way.
I heard that.
The
that's
soundtrack's really
yeah.
good. Anyway, but yeah, Johnny is pursuing music. Wait, where were we? Were you talking about me or were we talking about you?
We're talking about you. We're talking about you putting
Oh, yeah.
out music and you like, yeah. That was it.
Okay. I want to say Johnny is, I mean, if you're watching this, you already know who Johnny is probably. And he is doing music, super talented guy as well. You know, I wouldn't have, I don't know, really invited you to play with us if I didn't think so, you know?
And I feel like I knew that about you.
You know, sad truth, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So what? But anyway, dude, Johnny is grinding, you know, and like for you, honestly, like I really respect that you came all the way out here to do this thing, to really take it seriously.
Of
And
course.
again, like I talk about us being in our 20s, like it's such a scary part of our lives.
Indeed.
But you came all the way from that far country, Virginia. And you live on your own and you're still doing this thing and
I
like
am.
you know, honestly, like after maybe like a year of like not much success, I would have probably quit, you know, but I see you still grinding and still
Yeah,
going at
it's
it.
been a slow and steady thing. And for me, this is like the only thing I can see. Like, I don't have vision for anything else in my life. I mean, not even like, I mean, I don't want to really go into this, but like even relationship or anything like that. I have not even like tried in LA in my 4 years of living here. Like, cause this is all I can see and it's all I want. And like, I think once I can, if I see anything in it, I can kind of start worrying about other things.
Yep.
But this is the time right now where, yeah, I am in my 20s, and this is the time that like we're like, it sucks and like we're figuring it all out. But I know that I got this one thing kind of going for me, so I'm gonna keep going with it. And I've felt better every single year of doing it. So,
For sure. Dude, and let me encourage you, you know, just like Alex, like you're right, like you guys are right there. You know, you're just waiting for, I don't know, a moment of breakthrough. I'm sure like a breakthrough means more to Alex, and for you it's probably
Sure.
not as like much of a thing in music, but
I guess, yeah.
yeah, but for sure, you guys, both of you guys, but you in particular, continue going at it, man. I wish I could be you to keep doing it and like, I don't know, pursue it. And you're definitely more talented than I am.
I don't know about that, man, but I'll take it.
And if it doesn't work out, dude, just podcast.
Yeah, we got this podcast going. We're 3 episodes deep so far. So yeah.
Yeah. But seriously though, like, you know, I respect you a lot for it, and I'm very confident, you know, you'll find success sooner than later. And I know you're going back home tomorrow, but dude, you'll be back soon because
Definitely. I mean,
because Trump's gonna be president.
well, anyways, thank you, Pastor Andrew, for giving us that talk.
No.
I thank you for the encouragement, man.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks for being my friend, dude.
Well, how long did you want to sing? You want to end it now?
That was the middle of my wrap up process.
the
But
wrap-up.
did you
what
wanna,
if I had
did
to
you,
say something?
Did you want to keep going?
Yeah, I wanted to, you know, just say a little thing about Johnny. I mean, it's a little weird because he is leaving tomorrow, so I kind of feel pressured to say something.
You don't
nice.
have to say anything, dude.
Well, I
This
want
is ju-
to.
Like, you'll be on here again in like a couple months. It's fine.
Well, I want to. So, Johnny said he has no time for relationships right now. Bogus. Ladies, if you're watching this man is single. He can play the guitar like freaking Johnny Hendrix. It's not Johnny Hendrix. It's Jimi Hendrix.
You're really messing this up
Let me
right
go
now.
again. Ladies, if you're watching this man is single. He can play the guitar like Jimi Hendrix. His hair is luscious and probably longer than yours. He is also emotionally capable of handling all of your crap. So if you are looking for a man who has the perspective of both East Coast and West Coast, please check out johnnychay.com and send him a DM on Instagram. And you're not even worthy for his time, but he might hit you back. So, okay, this is not what I want to say, by the way.
Oh my god, dude! What? Can you get on with it?
I was gonna say,
I was really hype. I was really excited about what you were saying. I really liked all of that.
yeah, dude, I'm surprised at myself that like it just flowed like
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
really good.
Yeah.
You even knew that my website is johnnyshit.com and
Yeah,
it
yeah, I
only
knew
goes to
that.
my Instagram. That's all it is.
Yeah, and I felt like a black preacher right
Yeah,
there.
dude. We need to get the music in there.
Yeah. But anyway, what I want to say about Johnny is like it's basically what I like about this guy is I feel like I feel like we're very similar. Johnny is kind of less outspoken than I am. I'm kind of out there, like just kind of speak my mind kind of guy. But Johnny is a little bit more reserved, a little quieter, I would say. But in the short time that I've gotten to know him, Johnny has more than 2 cents, you know, like his thoughts, his input, and his perspective on things. It's really good. I think he's always open-minded, considers all aspects, and you know, he construes a very balanced perspective on life and on topics. And you know, like even like, you know, the other day, like, you know, what really left an impression was when we hung out last time and we talked about like, is it worth it to, you know, like pursue like Christian politics or whatever? You know, we kind of had that
Sure,
discussion.
like politics and Christianity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're both Christian. And you know, regardless of where we are in our faith, like times are changing in our world. And like what Johnny said that day was like, you know, like, is it worth it to, you know, really push these Christian beliefs on people when like it might actually just do the opposite? Is it like, and I'm not saying like I agree or disagree,
Sure.
but it definitely opened my eyes, and I thought about that for a long time actually after you said that.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it really made me think, like, even as a Christian, like, how am I going to be more winsome towards people?
Sure.
Is it by really, you know, throwing the Bible at them, or is it by being just a better person to them?
Yeah, and to refine that statement a little bit, just to clarify, I think I was just like going off about like, I just think that like, again, I don't want to like make this like I say this every time now. I don't want to make this a Christian podcast, but
it's who you are.
It's who I am,
Yeah.
and like I just say that like, you know, Christianity is used to oppress a lot of people, especially in America, I would say. And I would say that, are we not only just oppress, but like, are we called to make? Does the Bible say that we're here to make the world like a sinless place, or are we supposed to point to someone who is sinless?
Right.
You know, I can't stop anyone from making any action, you know, based on whether my own thoughts or my politics, whatever it is.
For sure.
And so, yeah, that's just kind of what I was thinking of. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I don't want to be like too political, but it's just like the way I vote is not going to be based on like,
Yeah.
if I'm going to like, again, pointing to Jesus.
This is not a Christian podcast.
It's not
brother.
a podcast, but I gotta tell. You got me going, like to.
And you're about to wrap it up real quick.
I was about to wrap it up, and then you went there, dude. Like, is it about like who I? God, I hate this. Why did you do this?
No, you gotta finish now.
No, it's okay. Is it like if I impose my beliefs on you? If I say that this is the way and you have to live this way because of historically Christian people have lived this way, is that going to do any good for the world? And is it going to do any good for the world, but also is it going to bring anyone closer to the cause that I'm actually trying to do, which is just, you know, love people and let them know what real love is, right? And so again, yeah, now that we've come to this point, thank you.
No, but John, really quick on that.
Yeah.
I think the answer is not whether we make this a pure world or whether we point to the pure one.
Yeah.
I think the question is the answer in itself.
Yeah.
Because I believe the Christian life is all about tension. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I agree, and I think the question you ask is exactly the answer.
Totally, yeah.
It's about like not forcing people to be Christian, but it's also not about, you know, like just letting anything happen.
Yeah.
You know, we have to also be representative of Christ, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's that tension of how do we balance that? And that's, I think, in Christianity in a nutshell, like as a believer, your life is just tension. It's just tension all the time.
Yeah.
And
if your life is easy and you're a Christian, you're not a Christian.
right.
Yeah.
And like, I think if there's tension in your life, you're doing a good job as a believer, you know? I can use some tension right now, to be honest.
Hey, man, I mean, we're going through a worldwide pandemic right now.
True, a lot of tension in the
A lot happening
world.
going on.
But, okay, well, anyway, this was all from me saying, Johnny brought that up in our last hangout. That goes to say, Johnny has really good perspective on the world. As you can tell, he's not impulsive. What is it? He doesn't force you to think a certain way, and he will respect you for thinking your own way.
It's facts.
So I really respect that about him. Johnny is also super chill. Like,
Are you still selling my dating profile right now? Okay.
super chill, like really down. That's all I can put it. Like, he actually really reminds me of like an LA person. Like, he's just super down, always down to do whatever.
That means a lot coming from a fob.
He's not down at all. Ladies, never mind. Don't click on the.
No, that means a lot coming from a real LA kid. Yeah.
But yeah, he's always down to do whatever. You know, like, there are so many people, it's a pain to hang out with them because they don't want to do this, they don't want to eat that. It's like, oh no, I have this, I have that. That's kind of me right now. Like, I can't have a lot of time, but you know, it's like, dude, let's just hang out. That's Johnny. Like, he'll just hang out. You know, we'll do whatever. We'll go bowling. You know, we can paint pictures or paint paintings.
We haven't done any of that stuff.
But that's okay. You know, Johnny's down. And ultimately, I think that's what makes him a good friend, is because he doesn't force anything upon you. He doesn't force anything upon your friendship. He doesn't force anything upon like hangouts or anything. He's always chill. He's like very fluid in that way. And it's really easy to get along with fluid people. And there's not a lot of them. So, Johnny, I appreciate your, is it viscosity?
It's my roommate's home, sorry.
Yeah, I saw him today.
I I don't. Viscosity sounds like the wrong word, but
Wait, does viscous mean liquidy or like?
that sounds like sticky. Like
Okay. But anyway, Bruce Lee said to be like water. You're like water.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Okay, you're like water, and that's why I love you. And you know, like ultimately, I know that's why I don't worry that you'll find friends no matter where you go. And yeah, man, you're gonna be on a long drive starting tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I got about 13 hours north and about 40 hours east.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick though, do you really not want to date in the near future? Or are you open to it? Or not?
I'm more open now.
Mhm.
Because
Your parents don't bug you at all, right?
No, not
Okay,
at
that's
all.
good.
Yeah, because they think they've accepted that I'm the way that I am, and I'm gonna do this music thing.
Mhm.
And I think they kind of also know that like who's gonna date this guy that's gonna try to be a musician.
You're
But
gonna find another musician.
no, that's the only thing I don't want. Sorry, y'all.
Dang, so you're just critical of your own kind.
I am.
No, well, that's a
I'll
problem.
be your friend.
Well, that's your problem right there, Johnny Chay. That's why you're single right now.
Okay. I don't like.
But anyway,
God. Just kidding. I'm open to everyone. Yeah.
hell yeah, hit him up. You know. Okay, that's kind of weird. If you don't know him, don't hit him up.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of weird. Are you on any apps or anything?
Hey, thanks for coming on the podcast, dude. I appreciate it so much.
Swipe right.
I think that
This way.
you know, I hope that I will see you soon, sooner than later at least.
Dang, it's been an hour 30 already.
It's been an hour 30, and
Wow. This is actually really fun.
I knew it was going to be. I didn't have any doubt about it.
Mm.
And you're like, can you prepare notes and topics? I haven't opened up my notes one time.
You had it memorized.
You had doubts about this.
I did. Yeah, because I mean, you made it really easy for me.
Sure.
To be honest.
That's what everyone has said so far.
Yeah. So I think actually you're a really, really good host, kind of.
I really think it's just because we're friends.
That could be true
Yeah.
too. And
But I guess we'll find out as I do more of them.
yeah, maybe the next time I'm on here, it might be completely different. You know.
Oh shoot, my phone just ran out of memory or something.
Oh, okay. That's the end.
Well, you're gonna see a black screen for
only
now.
the audio now. Did someone call you? Is that why? Oh no.
Oh no,
right.
I'm actually out of storage. Okay.
What if that last one didn't save?
No, it did.
You sure?
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for being my friend. That's how I. That's,
Dang, I wanted to end it with a handshake at the end in the video, but it's okay. You guys can just hear the handshake. Okay, that wasn't a good handshake. This is what LA people do, or this is what I do. I think it's an East Coast thing, though, or it's a South thing.
this is pointless because nobody's gonna see it.
You have really soft hands.
They're kind of sweaty right now, honestly.
It's okay.
Are we gonna keep going?
No, I don't know how you end these things.
Oh, I've been trying to end it for like 30 minutes.
I know,
now.
but how do you do it? Like, is there like a little code word or something?
No. Well, I was gonna say thanks for being my friend because this is a show
Okay.
about friendship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, Johnny, I'm glad to be your Changu.
Yeah. That's not what that word is.
Anyway, okay, I'll see you later then.
See you later. It's been real. I'll see you when I come back. Bye.
Okay, drive safe. Bye.